Welcome into New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. As always, I'm always here. And today, the Giants, a win or a loss is not. I don't know if I've ever seen the Giants tie a football game before. I don't really even know how to feel about this. A loss would probably hurt worse, but the Giants played not to win. Or not to lose, excuse me. The Giants played not to lose all second half long. I mean, go back and look. They had 3 possessions, up 7, with the football, and they didn't add points to the scoreboard one time. It was run, it was play action, trying to get 3 yards in the flat. At some point, you have to take the Band-Aid off of Daniel Jones and let him either win the game or lose the game. You continue to coddle him. You continue to baby him. And for that reason, that's why you tied this football game. Like, it is what it is. I mean, 25 completions for 200 yards. You're afraid to let him throw. I mean, go back to the first half. The 2-minute drill was handoff after handoff after handoff. You don't trust him to win football games. You don't trust him to throw the football. And that's why we're here after we tied with Washington. I don't know if I've ever felt like this after a football game. Doesn't feel like a tie. Damn sure doesn't feel like a win. It honestly feels like a loss. It sucks. Some stats, Heineke, 27 of 41, 275 and 2 scores. They could not stop the run today. I mean, Brian Robinson, 96 yards. Terry McLaurin absolutely tore up Fabian Morrow. Darius Slayton had a huge drop, had some big catches as well, but that drop would have put him in a field goal range, and he dropped it. Saquon Barkley, I don't really even think he was much of a difference maker today. Weren't a lot of holes to run, but man, this one sucks. So I'll ask you, because I don't even know what my one-word reaction is. So I'll ask you, what is your one-word reaction to the tie? Damn. Shit. I don't know. Y'all are more creative than me, so let me know. What is your one-word reaction to the tie? I would say scared. I felt like the Giants were scared to go and win that football game. They played not to lose, and I guess that's what they did. They didn't lose. Look, this is the yards and some stats for the Washington Commanders today. If you looked at the stats alone, they should have won the football game. They had 107 more yards than the Giants overall. They had almost 100 more passing yards. They had more rushing yards. This is what hurt them. 3 for 13 on third down. That's where the Giants defense stood out. Washington didn't win this football game, though. The Giants, I don't even want to say they lost it. I guess they tied it. I don't know if I've ever felt like this after a game. I mean, you're not going to win many football games throwing for 165 yards and having less than 300 yards of offense. Some point you got to look in the mirror and say, are we just trying to skate by and get wins to satisfy the fans? Or are we actually giving a fair and honest evaluation of Daniel Jones? Because now and before week 1, I still don't know if Daniel Jones is the guy. Because you don't ever let him go out there and just play. You coddle him. You do everything you can to prevent him from messing up. Don't give him a chance to win the game. You never do that. You just have him play action, roll out, dump it into the flat. It's very upsetting. We'll get to more thoughts in a second, but first, I want to tell you about our new sponsor here at the channel, and that is Fetch. Earn points on any receipt from any restaurant or store and redeem those points for gift cards and other rewards. Get hooked up today. Go to chatsports.com/fetch and earn 5,000 bonus points. America's favorite rewards app. It's super easy to use. You use the app to snap a photo of your receipts from purchases from any store, or click the e-receipt option, and Fetch can connect to your Amazon account, and you'll earn points for all shipped orders. Plus, connect your email to earn points for every e-receipt from Uber, Instacart, or any purchase you make online. Those points can then be redeemed for gift cards at your favorite store and or restaurant. Earn free rewards on everything you buy. Everyone's going to be buying stuff all holiday long, and once you get that receipt, turn it into free bonus points. You're going to download the app right now. Go to chatsports.com/fetch and get a free 5,000 bonus points right now, and you'll be halfway on your way to a gift card. Take advantage of those receipts. Usually throw them away. Usually we don't ask for them. Just snap them. Snap a picture of your receipt. Download Fetch today. It's free. It helps support the channel. Go to chatsports.com/fetch. Get 5,000 bonus points when you get hooked up. Daniel Jones. 25 completions for 200 yards. I don't know. I'm upset about the game. It is what it is. I'm a fan that wears my emotions on my sleeve. I know it's not over. The playoffs are still in the picture, no doubt about it. But at some point, you gotta let your QB be a QB, right? Like, you can't just continue to shelter. He's not a rookie. It ain't his second year. It ain't his third year. He's in a contract year. This year was supposed to be about finding out who Daniel Jones is. And I get to ask the question all the time, would you re-sign Daniel Jones? And I say, I don't know. I haven't learned anything about him. He's the same guy. You don't let him throw. That's why he throws for less than 10 yards per completion. I mean, the fact that the Washington Commanders let Taylor Heineke have more of a leash throwing the football, I think says a lot about that organization and that that coaching staff. I felt like they played not to win at times. It stinks. The play of the day that's very upsetting was the 4th and 4 where Washington had the ball deep in their own territory, and the Giants let them pick up a 4th down. If you stop them, you win the game, but you didn't. But you didn't. So I'll ask this question because I think this is a really good one. So I want to ask you to grade the coaching from today. Grade the coach's performance from today's game. The Giants coaches, A, B, C, D, or F. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know, A, B, C, or D, or F. What is your grade for the Giants coaches today? Sound off down below. Despite the Giants defense only giving up 20 points, like, the defense played great. Like, you give up 20 points, it is what it is. You gave up 10 points, I think, in the first quarter of the game. You found a way to hold them to 20. But this is what hurt. That's why you weren't able to score as many points, because Brian Robinson had 96 yards rushing. I bet Antonio Gibson had another 50 yards rushing or so. 9 for 39 from Gibson. It just felt like the time of possession was very heavily in the Washington Commanders' favor. I think at one point it was 32-20 in time of possession. I mean, you let guys go for 5 yards a pop on the ground, 21 carries at a time. It seemed like every first down that they were getting 4 or 5 yards an attempt, whereas Saquon Barkley had nowhere to run. John Feliciano was bad. Nick Gates, the John Feliciano excessive celebration and taunting after the first down completion of Darius Slayton, where you were inside field goal range, is a backstabber. That's a gut punch. That one sucked. The Feliciano penalty killed us. That really did. You don't get that penalty, you have momentum. You're able to keep moving the ball. You were a couple yards or even right at the field goal range. I don't remember where the green line was, but man, that sucks. Saquon Barkley couldn't get it going. He did have that 14-yard touchdown, but outside of that, he really was a non-factor in my opinion. The offensive line, they got their tails whipped. I mean, Washington dominated the line of scrimmage on offense and defense. I know I'm talking like it's a loss, but I don't really know what to say. Like, it's a tie. I've never seen that as a Giants fan. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel because win, lose, I guess I have to start saying tie in there as well. I'm going to keep doing Giants videos every single day on the latest Giants news and rumors. I'm a passionate fan. I ride or die with this team. I love this team. Today, it hurts. That doesn't matter. We're going to continue to do videos. Go down right now. Hit that big red button. At the end of the day, this doesn't knock you out of the playoff race, but you had a much better chance of making the playoffs if you won today. And right now, you're sitting at a spot where you're kind of now hoping that Seattle loses against a Los Angeles Rams team without a quarterback, without their starting quarterback. So I'm going to see if I can find out real quick on the website I used. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. Probably not. But the Giants still have, at the end of the day, I think 10 wins was going to get you in the playoffs. You got another game at Washington. You got 2 more games at Philly. You got to play the Vikings, and you got to play the Colts. You got 5 games left. You got to get to 9 wins. Does 9-7-1 get you in the playoffs? I just really, I don't know. There were some encouraging things, some things that were disappointing. I'm not celebrating a tie, though. That's just not the person I am. I'm a competitive person. I would never celebrate a tie, especially with the way I felt like the Giants didn't go win the football game. Make sure to give me a follow over on Twitter, @MarshallGreen_. I'll be tweeting more about the Giants over there, so stay up to date over there as well. Give me a follow, @MarshallGreen_.